All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Now Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them, because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 79 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brissett got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Isabella. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Young. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Winslow. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They go play action. Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young now, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
Say coaching, spell.
On second down and 4. Young under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now Young. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a give, right side. Winslow. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. We're set on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brissett now. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 24. So it was 3rd and 1. The defense, they stacked the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance, because it could pay off big as it just did there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. On 3rd down, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
61, matchbox right.
Now Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now it's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Young. That'll be complete to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Play action now. Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw is Brissett. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Brissett. That ball complete to Isabella. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing again on second down. Brissett. That's Isabella open on the right side. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, it's Brissett. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
I'm going to hit you all
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Brissett. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So we have reached half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Young on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
We play to win. Let's
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
36 yards on the play. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On first down, Winslow. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
6-6, bullet line.
From the 40 now on second down. Young taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Young working out of the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
General West.
Now a give to Breida. And he is... quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. From just shy of midfield, Brissett over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
It's a foot race. Completes it to Hardman. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Brissett. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brissett looks to throw, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. And a throw right sideline is complete. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Brissett on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They try again with Cohen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
First down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a 2nd one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the 2nd half.
13 yards there and a Niner first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Young will set to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young, the tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing, Young. This one caught by Winslow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
the outlaw.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT.
Come on, set. 30 base.
3 buns, 3 buns.
Two.
They'll throw again. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.